Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com, and it is time for this month's tarot message for the astrological sign of Cancer for August 2025. I'm going to pick 3 cards for you, Cancer, this next month to just put on your radar what your potential opportunities are and also the pitfalls that you're going to want to avoid. And also, if you want a more in-depth reading, you can always look at the message for your astrological moon sign and rising sign as well. In the description box are links to all the other videos in the series where you can quickly go to the relevant signs and hear the relevant information. So without further ado, let's go into the astrological sign of Cancer and where it's best for them to place their focus for August. And we get the Four of Swords, which, Four of Swords is the rest card. It's the card of repose. And where it's best for you to place your focus this next month, Cancer, is on rest, calming yourself, calming down. Sometimes this is a card that can indicate that your batteries are running low. Maybe you've been so of service to others or so intensely focused on completing something that you've been neglecting your own self. And the Four of Swords is saying you absolutely need to rejuvenate yourself. It can also indicate that you're needing to get to a peaceful state of mind again. And if things have intensified a little too much with this Four of Swords, sometimes this is just a card of slowing down a little bit. Slowing your breathing 10%, slowing your walking or your motions, your movements, your gestures a little bit more, or even slowing or moderating how you're speaking at this time. Could also just be a time to put your phone down and get away from a constant barrage of messages, emails, requests from other people. Maybe it's time to just unplug from all of that and get some quiet. But I feel like peace is so important for you this next month, Cancer, because it feels like you've been running on all cylinders and you are really kind of like flirting with a burnout when the Four of Swords comes up. So it's so important that you're realizing that prevention is the best cure and ahead of time proactively scheduling time for rest, scheduling time to replenish yourself. And not just caring for others. Cancer is such a nurturing sign for other people. This could be a time where it's so important for you to nurture yourself. So just give yourself what you're going to need. Self-care, self-care, self-care this next month. It's just so important. The next card I'm going to go into for Cancer is going to be advice from your inner wisdom this next month. And we get the Fool reversed. Now, the Fool reverse can indicate a time of getting unstuck on your journey. And it's also a card that can sometimes indicate that you're needing to take the initiative this next month with something that you're afraid to do. Perhaps you're afraid of looking like a fool or stepping in it or making some sort of a mistake. And yet the Fool reverse can say that this next month, your inner wisdom is really saying, first, you need to get into a calm frame of mind and approach this next thing in front of you in that state of relaxation, inner peace, or inner harmony. But then it's time to take a risk. Then it's time to allow yourself to step into something where you're risking feeling stupid or risking looking like a fool or professing what you're really feeling. The Fool reverse can also indicate sometimes some confusion as to what's needed or where to go. And when I read these 2 cards together, it can indicate that the confusion can be swept aside when you're in a calm state of mind. Because a calm mind is a powerful mind. And it might be a time for you to find the pathway back to your power. The Fool reverse can also just indicate that this is an important time to take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on your goal. And there is a little bit of risk with this card, but with the Fool upright or reversed, he's incredibly lucky. He's never really in danger of falling off the cliff and ending the journey. He's just the beginning of the major arcana. He's numbered 0. So he has all the potential, all the possibilities still in front of him. And so too for you, Cancer, it feels like there is something you're destined to go toward, but multiple pathways that you could choose in order to get there. And I feel like it's a time for you to get really clear about what pathway works best for you. But I just feel like this is that time to take that chance. And there might be something that, again, it's triggering the anxiety. It's giving you a little bit of nervous energy. But if you're making time for that self-care or that inner peace, you're going to be able to navigate this beautifully. And then we're going to go into your final card, which is going to show potential pitfalls this next month that you're going to want to avoid, or potential opportunities that are going to lead you towards your greatest life. And also, before I get to that card, please do subscribe to the channel and like the video if you like what I'm saying, because it absolutely helps support my channel. So your card, Cancer, is a pitfall card with the Devil card. Now, I know you're going to say, oh no, it's the devil. A lot of people don't like to see the devil because the devil represents the part of all of us. All of us have an angel on our shoulder and a devil on our shoulder. Devil represents the part of ourselves that feels limited, scared, stuck, like we can't move forward, like we're trapped with something. And I feel like there is something that's triggering your anxiety with this devil card. But the more you give into the fear, the more strong the inner saboteur's voice is going to get, the more ensnared in the trap you might actually feel. I feel like there is an important breakthrough right in front of the sign of Cancer, but they have to risk something. They have to jump into this thing. They have to risk failure even. But it's so important that they're breaking out of the old way, especially emotionally speaking, because that's just not serving you anymore. You know, when I see the devil card in a tarot reading for people, I don't think that it means the worst things are about to happen to you. In fact, for my money, this card will always come up right before the individual I'm reading is about to make a huge breakthrough. But in order to break through, they have to face the shadow. They have to face the falsehoods in themselves and stand up to them anyway. And say, you know what? I'm not going to listen to you anymore. I don't believe that you're in control of my life. I know there's something better, because the devil is not anything if he's not the father of lies. And so this could be a time for you to step up to any untruths, any lies that are going on within your head or your heart or externally for you. And I feel like you need to be calm and peaceful. Look at that Four of Swords. That figure is in a holy place. This could be a time for you to attune with what's holiest within you. That part of yourself that's deeper than the fears of the inner saboteur. And I feel like you need to be brave with that Fool reversed. You need to go for it anyway. The Fool must trust. You must trust your source. You must trust yourself. You got to get on your own team this next month. And you have to stand up to anything that's making you feel ensnared, trapped, limited, scared, or stuck. As Eleanor Roosevelt used to say, you must always do what you're afraid to do. And I think that this next month, Cancer, it is a time to leave a comfort zone that doesn't feel very comfortable anymore, in order to really step into a place of peace. And again, that Fool, upright or reversed, has the sun on his card, the symbol for the light, the best things. The light is going to guide you, and the light will find you even in the darkest places. So no matter what you're struggling with this next month, Cancer, it's so important that you know that there is a bright light. There is a spirit energy. It might come in the form of your angels or your ancestors. And like in The Wizard of Oz with Glinda in the movie, when the witch comes, she says, "You have no power here. Be gone before someone drops a house on you too." And I think as well for you, Cancer, this is a time where you're stepping up and against that inner shadow, and you're telling it and reminding it, you have no power here. Be gone. And so I think if you can get back in touch with your life, Cancer, and your light, you're absolutely going to overcome all the obstacles. So that's this month message for Cancer. And again, Cancer, if you want a little bit more of a nuanced reading, you might also want to listen to your astrological moon sign and rising sign as well. That'll shed a little bit more light on how to defeat the shadow within. And if my readings really resonate with you, I'd love to read your cards, and you can schedule a session with me at elliotoracle.com. My books are open, and I'd love to help you navigate your way through whatever shadow things might be going on, or else also help you find your way back to your inner peace or care. Otherwise, I will see you again here next month, Cancer. So do take care of yourself. And again, know the truth about yourself. You're a being of light. So take care.